What up guys, it's your boy Neb back with another video. So the last recent video that you just saw, I don't know what that was, but just share my thoughts on something drastic, very scary, but it looked like it wasn't as dramatic as it was as you seem, but yeah, that's just basically like, you know, like it's not good because, well, I didn't actually die, I kind of fainted, and yeah, so I just got a notification. So what's up, I'm back. I did say I was gonna stop, but I'm just gonna put like some videos here and there because I have orientation soon for senior year, and that's coming up, and I'm gonna be really super busy, and I'm just gonna be just focusing on just graduating, y'all, because I'm ready to go and leave. So but yeah, so today I'm just gonna be talking about a certain experience. But yeah, so as you notice, I'm not wearing any glasses, no hat, nothing, do-rag, just really just throwing it out there. Alright, so let's get to the tea. Or should I call it tea, or should I call it, you know what, it don't matter. If you guys are any familiar with UIL, which is probably statewide, right? Yeah, statewide. Okay, so UIL means University Interscholastic Logic. I mean, not logic, league. So it's University you get it, it's UIL for sure. So basically what this does is anything that has to do with athletic, academic, anything that has to do with school related, and you are competing with different schools or different states. So this was back in middle school year. You know, my weird self in 8th grade, I don't know what I was thinking, but I always wanted to act. And my theater arts teacher, Mr. Grantham, he was the great theater arts teacher I ever had. He was always cool to talk to. He was a chill dude. He was chill with everybody. But we were doing a play, of course, if y'all know Romeo and Juliet, star-crossed lovers, two star-crossed lovers, and yeah, that's what I did. And I was the cousin, because at first I was going to be Romeo, but that didn't happen. So Romeo was a little younger than me. He was like, I don't know, you know what, we're just gonna skip that. Oh yeah, he was in 6th grade. He was in 6th grade. He was pretty young, and I was his cousin, Benvolio. If you know, if you search up, if y'all know y'all books, and if you know a play, movie, Romeo and Juliet, you can search it up right now. It's pretty much easy. And I was rolled for the cousin Benvolio, and you know, at first I didn't know who he was, so I had to search him up when I got home. I got to do my research always, and then we had to get our scripts and stuff and start learning our lines as much as possible. So you got to do the clinic, and you got to do, you know, you got to rehearse your play again, and then you have to do the setup, the UIL setup. It was just so much that it was just so much going on. And yeah, so I mean, I made lots of friends at that play. I knew some people too because they were in my classes, but they were smart. So one thing about UIL, with the play, you have to pass all your classes. If you don't pass your classes with at least a 70 or above, you're gonna get kicked out, like literally, like all the hard work, the determination, the rehearsals, all you did mean nothing, because once it's like a contract, you sign up, and when you do that contract, you have to stick to the rules and regulations. You must pass your classes. So it was really hard for me to keep up with that, because I had so much, my hard subject was math, and I was just terrible. Like my grades were just so low. It was like a 60, and and then it was so close to a 70 that the point where like I just was just out of it. Like I couldn't do it anymore. I was so stressed, and I was like, do I want to continue with the play? Because I remember my theater arts teacher was saying, and he was really blunt with everybody. Like he was not playing. Like what I mean, he's not playing. Like he will kick you out. Like period. He's gonna kick you out. And so we had like about like 10, 12 contestants, and some of them will come out late for rehearsal. To me, I always wanted to act and play and stuff, and I really put my all, my hard work and dedication to that play. And I mean, it was my first time doing Romeo and Juliet, and then you know, I told my mom, and she was excited. She was like, oh my god, you're doing Romeo and Juliet? Wow. So of course I had to, you know, give her the permission slip and the UIL information and stuff. And yeah, so the passing classes part was very difficult for me because, like I said, I was studying at time, and then I was trying to keep up with my grades, and it was just going downhill. Like I don't even know. So so this was like probably like right after winter break came in, I think. Yeah, when winter break came in, that's when we really needed to study, like for real. Because like he said when we were in the auditorium that time, and he was like, if you guys do not take heart on, like if you guys don't take this seriously, because you can just leave, the door is right behind you. And I was like, ouch. But I mean, hey, rules are rules, you gotta, you know, apply to them. But like I was away, I think I was with my dad in the winter break, and I just remembered me in the aircraft, in the airplane, literally practicing my lines. That's how serious he was, and that's how serious I was, because I wanted to prove him wrong. That I can do this. I'm not gonna, you know, slack. I'm not gonna play around, fool around, joke around. And by the time we come back, but yeah, so I introduced my family to it, and I told them my lines, and then I told them to read a certain line, a cue line, and that's when I come in. And yeah, so I don't know if I remember my line that well. I used to have this script. I don't have it anymore because, you know, I was kind of I was literally PO'd. Like I was so upset because the fact that I did so much work for nothing, absolutely nothing, and to the point that it was too late. If I would have thought about it and actually like find a solution, I would have been able to do what I had to do. So we're gonna get to that part soon. But yeah, so after winter break was over, we had to go back, you know, school time. So then what got really frustrating is they give you a schedule or calendar. So Mr. Grantham, my theater arts teacher, he was also my theater arts teacher, and sometimes he'll talk to me and make sure I did my lines correctly and stuff. So he wants to make sure that, you know, when I'm on that stage, I won't freeze and I won't know my line. And there was a couple times I froze and know my line, long story short, it was cutting to a part where a point where sometimes the rehearsals my mom will make it, because my mom was, I think, 6 or 7 months pregnant with my sister, and it was cutting to the part where my mom was just so tired that she couldn't make it on time to pick me up. And I remember me around like 5 or 6, 7 p.m. out there by myself with the teacher, and to see if my mom is coming or not, or can I catch a ride with one of my friends. And yeah, that didn't go too well. And that's when it was finally like probably 2 weeks, or no, not even 2 weeks, it was probably like 1 week after we had to go to clinic, and a lot of rehearsals all the way through non-stop. We couldn't mess up. There was a couple times we messed up. There was a couple times my teacher really cursed us out. Literally, he was so upset because he put all his hard work, especially money, of course, because it costs money, and he really wants our school to win. So yeah, so long story short, we performed at Kingwood High School, which is in Kingwood, Texas. If y'all live in Texas, if you know what I'm talking about, it's a really nice, huge, big school. And when we went there, that's where the play happened, and everybody did such a great job. But we were a laughing stock, let's just say. So, long story short, after rehearsals was finished and I had to do some tests, some quizzes, and it was quiz day, and I was still trying to remember my lines. I was just so stressed. I remember I cried a couple times after I came to school, and I even told some of my friends, my classmates, and I'm like, I don't know if I can do this. I don't think I can do this. It's just so much. And then the fact with my math teacher, she was really nice, but if I would have came to her early, and if she would have changed my grade, because my grade was like a 60 in all my classes, I had A's and B's, except for that 66 was sitting there on my report card the whole time. And I was just, I don't even know, I was just really upset at the time. And I told my teacher, and she was like, why didn't you tell me? I could have changed it to a 70 if you needed help. You were doing good, just that you just failed on one test. I could have helped you. And I was like, yeah, but it's too late now. So when Mr. Grantham, my mom was talking to him and she was like, I'm gonna talk to him and I'm gonna see if he can put you in a play. And I was like, okay. So he told my mom got bad news, and she said, I'm sorry, it's not gonna happen. And I was just so upset. And I was at the school while we were practicing rehearsals, and I thought I was going to the clinic, and I wasn't, because I wasn't able to. So I found out that I had my phone with me, and I see a message from the arts teacher, and I was so excited, and I was like, oh, I think I made it. And then found out that I got kicked out of the play. And not just only me, it was 2 people, I guess, because there's a couple times where they were missing rehearsals, and rehearsals are very important, because without a certain person, you'll have to have another person to take over. I was so mad because I did so much work for nothing, and my math teacher failed me. Like, actually, I couldn't really forgive anybody, because it was just too late. It was a no-go. They already made a decision, and they kicked me out. So they had this other girl, but I haven't seen her in so many times we have rehearsals. I never saw her show up, because she had tutorials, or I think she was in dance, or one of them, and she was Benvolio, the understudy, I guess. So now then she became Benvolio herself. And let's just say, like I said, our show was a laughing stock. It really was. Half the people forgot their lines. It was quiet between scenes, and I was sitting there and I was laughing, but it was just terrible. Like, it was just terrible, and I was just so nervous for them because I really wanted them to win. And everybody was just like froze. They froze at the last line where Romeo and Juliet died and they were at their funeral or whatever, and that's when the Capulets and the Montagues have to get along and to be in unite. Yeah, so they stopped. The prince stopped, and he was just foolish, and he wasn't even like taking it seriously. And but I was laughing through the whole time because it was just so funny because everybody failed, literally in my eyes, failed. And the principal was even there of the middle school. He was there too, and he wanted to see her play. The good news was that Romeo won first place, I think. Juliet also won. The friar also won. One of the Montagues also won. Yeah, one of them won. It was a good amount of people who won, but I just wish it was me, because the girl, she didn't even win because she forgot, and she was off the blocking and everything. That was my experience at UIL. So if you ever wanted to try out for UIL, I suggest you to pass all your classes, have some time to study your lines, record yourself, because that's a good strategy. My recent theater art teacher, I've been in theater for almost 4.5 years now, and I already know how everything goes. So if you are ever interested in doing UIL or whatever you sign up for UIL for school, you have to be committed, you have to be serious, you have to really show your all because you're competing in different schools. So that was it, but yes, and you'll do fine. I promise you that you'll do fine. Once you pass your classes and you're good, you study, you're good. But I guess this is my video. Like I said, I might have some videos here and there because I did say I was just gonna quit YouTube for now on. But you know, the reason why I stopped because of the editing and the uploading takes time. But I'm gonna have time. I'm not gonna upload this video like right away. It's gonna take some time, so maybe like a week later I'll post this. But for now on, make sure you subscribe, like this video if you can, comment down below, give me some suggestions, anything please. And yeah, and I said I was going to be uploading every Friday, but it looked like I said, I'm going to be doing videos here and there, so once a week maybe. We'll see how my schedule goes, because I'll be busy, but yeah. But anywho, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you soon, and stay Gucci.
Bye.